My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show, this open radio.
Hot and humid, Coach. Those are the descriptors right now just outside of Washington, D.C. Water's going to be needed early and often today at FedEx Field. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys.
Let's go, baby.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. The 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there out of Geis. 43 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second and goal from the 1. Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. On play action, Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same. but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And checking in on what's going on up in the Meadowlands. The Bills have taken the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Check.
Prescott on 1st down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. Here's Prescott. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
Here we go, 48. Here we go, 47. 90 is the money. Ready?
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They start on the ground with Geis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And the Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Thompson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action now. Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's another Washington Redskins first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On first down, this is Geis. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now after the run by Geis, here's first and 10.
Here we go. Check. Check.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, right there in the middle, 55. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Now a run with Geis, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Third down, here's Haskins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down at 17. On second down, this is Jackson. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's third down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's got Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch there for Evans, good enough for a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. And the tackle there will go to Ryan Anderson.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Cowboy first down.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Quit talking about it.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. It's Geis on the counter. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You're not ready. You're clean.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now Haskins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 21 yards there on third down.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Touchdown, Washington! Kelvin Harmon with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Haskins now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense, let's go.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. Come on, Eddie. 56 is Mike. Coming to you, coming to you.
On first down, it's Gore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run with Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's thinking into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into...
Well, he's trying to plow ahead, but I don't think he got there. He did it. That's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. 87 yards, the official distance on the kickoff return. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's see what you got. Check 50, check 50. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And an alley to run. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Push him back.
2nd down, Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the ground, it's Geis. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Adrian Peterson. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the 1st quarter.
They were gone in the 1st quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Redskins' 40-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Prescott. And a catch right side by Evans. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 22-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the carry, it's Jackson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins to Thompson on the screen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Haskins to throw. Going up top. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mike Evans, 38 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the flag thrown for the contact, mark off the yardage.
And sometimes you just read a hitch route way too fast. You get there before you're supposed to, and there's the penalty.
This is Thompson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Haskins. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now Haskins to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw on 2nd and 10. Haskins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Redskins now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. This is Geis. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big offensive explosion.